Good morning, great Americans. It's another great American video from the bunker in Kentucky. This is just a real quick video to touch on a few points about guns and the Second Amendment. So guns are big in social media right now. And as is always the case, or usually the case, is I make a video in response to a lot of stupid stuff I read on social media, and it gets me a little fired up. And so I whip out a quick video. And as always, my videos are unscripted. And so they tend to meander a little bit. My videos are low budget, but you can always count on me giving you the truth and the facts. And for that reason, I hope you like this video and share this video with your friends. I don't make money. I don't get monetization. I don't do any of that. I just share it because I'm just a regular guy that tells the truth, simple truths that some people seem to not be able to grasp. And here's one, or here's a few regarding guns. So first of all, the idea that guns need better regulation. Well, first of all, the idea that guns need to be outlawed is just stupid, because if you outlaw guns, the only people that's going to affect are law-abiding citizens, right? I mean, criminals will always find a way to get guns. So outlawing guns just takes guns out of the hands of people who obey the law, which is stupid. And besides, it's our Second Amendment right in the Constitution to bear arms. So let's just dispense with that argument altogether. We can move along to gun regulation or gun control. I'm here to tell you that guns are already far too much regulated and too much controlled in America. So point number one, I'm going to put into the description of this video is a link to another video by John Stossel, and I want you guys to watch it. The title of the video is Stossel Tries to Get a Gun Permit. John Stossel is pretty good, and this is a video. He lives in New York City, and he wanted to get a gun for self-defense. And so he goes into the government offices to try to get a permit, and there starts the story. And you should really watch this video. It is absolutely astounding, the amount of gun control and regulation. They have put so many regulations on guns in New York City that it's almost impossible to even get a gun. They basically make it impossible. 9 out of 10 people will throw their hands up in the air and just say, this is just too much, I'm not going to get a gun. Really what they're doing is squashing your constitutional rights by over-regulation. Now, this is very fascinating coming from the Democrats, because these are the same Democrats who don't even want a teeny piece of regulation when it comes to voting, right? Republicans will say, well, there's a lot of voter fraud going on, and people need to show their ID. And Democrats freak out over something simple like showing an ID to vote, right? So they don't want that right even slightly. That's because they want illegal aliens to vote, and so they don't like that. But they do want so many regulations on guns that it almost makes it impossible to own a gun. And again, because they have a fascist, communist, Marxist motivation, which is they really want to take away your guns. You know, that's what authoritarians do. That's what Nazis did. That's what communists did. The first thing they do is take away guns from the people, because that represents power. So you don't need more regulation. It's already overregulated as it is. The problem with guns in America is not guns at all. The problem is sick people in the head who have no value for life, who want to kill people. And we all know who the political party is who doesn't care about life. Need I remind you, Republicans are the pro-life party. Democrats are the party who have no value on life. They're pro-abortion. They murder babies in the wombs. They don't give a damn about kids. They groom kids in school. Uh, they, they don't really care about kids at all. They just take advantage of school shootings to try and take your guns away from you. Um, so that brings us to another point. This is a common stupid thing that Democrats say on social media. Um, gun violence, that's the term that they love. Gun violence. Now, I made a video about the Orwellian twisting of language, uh, uh, and how Democrats twist up words into meaningless things. Like choice, or better yet, they'll take. Well, watch the video. I just making this video off the cuff, so I didn't have a good example at my hand. But uh, they love to twist up words. A great example of that is homophobia, right? That's a great twisting of a word. That and basically it's a word that's designed to say that normal people who point out that homosexuality is a disorder, normal people are the ones with the phobia, the disease, and the people with the mental disease are the normal ones. So homophobia is a great example of an Orwellian twisting of words. But here we have gun violence. Now, if you even have a moderate amount of intelligence, can you please tell me what is wrong with the phrase gun violence? Well, I can. Guns are inanimate objects. They're not violent. They're not anything. They don't think. They don't feel. It's just a tool. The violence comes from the people. The criminals are the violent ones. And need I remind you that it's the Democrats who are letting criminals out of prison. They're taking away bail laws. They're defunding the police. Hell, they raise statues to criminals. Look at the statue of George Floyd. Can you imagine that anyone would ever raise a statue to a murderous killer or a felon who literally attacked pregnant women with a gun? Yeah, they Democrats help criminals. They aid criminals. And then when criminals use a gun to hurt people, they blame the gun. They use a stupid phrase like gun violence. I mean, come on, man. Democrats can't think. I have told you many times before that one of the problems in education is that kids are taught what to think, but they're not taught how to think. And that has been going on so long that now we have adults who just little lemmings, little minor birds on the internet who say what they're supposed to say. Guns are bad. Gun violence. Orange man bad. But they don't know how to think. It just, Democrats aid criminals. They let criminals out of jail. They defund the police. And then when a criminal kills someone with a gun, they blame the gun. And they want to take away your guns. That's the stupidity of Democrats. So that's another talking point down the tube. Now, how about women? Look at these ladies behind me in this picture. That's a great picture. No, so, women, I think every woman should be carrying a gun. Every woman should be carrying a gun. Guns are the great equalizer. You want to protect yourself from an attacker, a rapist, someone breaking into your home, have a gun. Blow their kneecaps off, man. Teach them a lesson. I think, I don't see why every woman doesn't own a gun. And the NRA, I'm going to mix two different points together. I'm going to mention the NRA. So liberals hate the NRA. Oh, the NRA is this, that, they're fascist. No, the NRA exists to protect my rights. The NRA exists to protect the very constitutional rights that the fascist Democrats are trying to take away from me. They protect rights. Okay, they protect my constitutional right. That's why Democrats hate them, because they hate the Constitution, they hate the right to bear arms, and they want to take away your right to bear arms. Ergo, they hate the NRA. But the fact is that the NRA actually has wonderful programs for women. In fact, there's even a separate sort of sub organization of the NRA called NRA Women. They offer training, courses in safety, gun safety, how to use a gun, how to pick a gun. They even different products for ladies. I'm even gonna just for fun, I'm gonna put a link to an article in this video for women about how do I carry a gun in a dress. You want to carry your firearm, but you're wearing a dress that cannot accommodate your holster. Now what do you do? A funny article. I mean, it's not funny. It's an article. It's sort of a style article. I usually don't throw those in, but I thought I would for a little bit of fun. Right? So let's review real quick. Rights. I have the right to bear arms, and basically what the Democrats want to do is take away that right. Why? Because that's what all authoritarians do. Okay? Regulation and control. It's already overregulated. There's some places where you can't even hardly get a gun because of too much regulations. And you know what else they do? Is if they can't stop you from getting a gun, they make it hard to get the ammunition. That's another little trick the Democrats play. So they use regulations and rules and local laws to stop you from exercising your constitutional rights. See, Democrats are such lawless. They're terrible. Number 3, gun violence. Guns are not violent. People are violent. It's a very simple concept, right? And the violent people are the ones that Democrats are helping out. The women, get a gun, protect yourself. So that's it. And finally, I just want to say, the reason this is in the social media a lot right now is because there was recently a school shooting, which everybody knows, and as usual, the crowd who wants to take away your guns and the crowd who hates the Constitution is using children as a prop, as an excuse, right? But look, Democrats don't like children. They hate children. They want to kill children. They've murdered billions of them by abortion, right? The ones that they don't murder, they want to surgically mutilate their genitals. They want to make kids so effed up in the head that they don't even know what they are. And they don't even know what a family is. They don't know what a man is. They don't know what their gender is. They think there's 40 different genders. And when they go into high school, they teach kids hate. They teach kids CRT, which is racist hate. And don't let anybody tell you they don't, because they do. In fact, I'm going to post another link in the description of this video to my article called The War on Children, and it talks about all of this. By the way, Robbie Starbuck, good guy, also has a movie out called The War on Children, and there's a link to that on my website, so check that out too. So they don't care about kids. They try to kill them, then they want to mutilate them, then they want to teach them hate in grade school, and finally when they get to college, they turn them into little Marxists. Every step of their lifetime, there's a horrible war on children. So don't ever listen to a Democrat who says they care about children. They don't give two shits about kids or people, okay? They care about power. They are hungry, power mad fascists. They're the party of the KKK. They invented the KKK. Look, and what are they doing? And what did they do last night in the debate? They have no good policies. All their policies are terrible. Their policies have caused inflation, high prices. The border is overrun. They're destroying this country. So what do? They do the same thing they did when they invented the KKK. They try to instill fear. Fear is their only tool. They want you afraid to vote for Trump. And to make you afraid to vote for Trump, they tell a lot of lies. Oh, he's going to take away democracy. He's going to destroy democracy. He's a felon. He's not a felon. Okay, all that stuff is going to get overturned because they were all illegal court proceedings. Oh, he's impeached. Yeah, but he won his impeachment trials. He won. An impeachment is a charge. It's like a trial, and he won. So what? Bill Clinton was impeached too. They say all kinds of terrible because they want to make you feel like a bad person for voting Trump. That's all they got. No Democrat can argue policy against policy, tax policy, foreign policy, immigration policy, uh, 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 national security policy. You take policy by policy, and the Democrats lose every argument. And that's what this election needs to be about: is policies, tax policy, economic policy, foreign policy, wars, the Ukraine, all that stuff. Don't let them make it about Trump is mean and Trump is going to destroy democracy, because that's not what it's about. But that's all they have, and that's what they want to make it about. So please don't do that. Vote for Trump and vote Republican. Well, thank you, and I will see you in the next great American video. Adios, muchachos.